Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. I got my little tugboat right here. I'm a tugboat captain.
Go.
I see that. Where'd you get
Oh,
that?
who made that?
Oh, I don't know. I found it. It was an abandoned boat, so I took it, and there are many like it, I think, but this one is mine.
Is that what you use in the bathtub?
It is. Yeah, it is. When I
Yeah.
I
That and a
jump
rubber
in,
ducky.
rubber ducky, little boat. Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. Do you like to do drawings?
No, I made it on my 3D. I made that up on my 3D printer.
I know it is cool.
Yep.
You got a 3D printer.
Fancy.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's off topic.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything's off topic. I can tell you this much. I skipped out on all the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, sorry you missed out Sunday deals.
Why is that? Like what? Like, are you
they're-
just in a bah humbug mood or what?
No. I'm not in a bah humbug mood. I just didn't see anything that jumped out to me and said, you have to buy this. I just didn't.
Really?
Uh huh.
Yeah,
That happens
I know
sometimes.
That's surprising.
Yeah. I mean,
That happens. Some years are better than others, with sales. So
I didn't buy anything either.
I did.
Uh-oh. What'd you
I
buy?
bought a lot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what? No
Uh-oh.
guitar
Oh.
stuff. No.
Oh, I see. Christmas stuff, right?
Christmas stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Christmas stuff. And then I needed new winter stuff, right? Because I don't have any winter weather stuff. Because it's freezing here.
Well, you're out in California, and you come to the this cold area. It's not really that cold. You get used to it
is,
after a
though.
while.
Yeah, well, I'll get used to it
Yep.
at some point.
Just takes some time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I didn't take advantage of any of the Black Friday stuff. I kept on getting stuff from Guitar Box and Sweet Pepper. So
Sweet pepper.
Sweet pepper.
yeah. So I didn't get anything. I was a good boy. I mean, I'll even tell you a story that Mom wanted to go to a few stores yesterday on Saturday, and she took me and she says, "Do you have anything to get a guitar box?" Sorry, I almost said it. Guitar box. And I said no. She says, "Well, we can drop you off anyhow." So I went in and I just went in and I just asked what was new, and I told him the story. Mom dropped me off at the store, and the guy said to me, "That's dangerous."
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did not buy anything.
What a waste of a trip, huh?
No, it's not a wasted trip.
Not really. We were in the area, so
No.
it was,
Yeah.
it was okay.
Also, what's going on with you got a new angle for your camera this time?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I was going to ask.
Okay, so this is my MacBook Pro that you're seeing right now, the camera on there. For some reason, I have two monitors sitting up here, and I have the camera up on top of the monitors. And for some reason, the thing that controls both of the monitors is something's going on with it. I got to take a look at it. So, in a desperate rush to get things working here, I had to sacrifice some things. So, I only have one screen. I got to look at the show notes, and on the other half of the screen, I got us. I got everybody on there. So,
Nice.
but yeah, it's a different angle. Is it better or worse?
Is that a trick question?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
No?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's different. I'll say that it's different. Right?
Okay. Well, I didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't cracked the camera yet.
Not yet. No.
No, it's bound to happen.
No. The episode's still young.
That's true.
I don't really think that you're going to need show notes for this episode. It should be a pretty easy conversation to have if you don't already know. For those of you that are viewing and watching, 2 out of 3 of us went to a concert recently, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before I do, I got to play some intro music. I mean, we've kind of rambled on a little bit, but yeah, is anybody got anything new?
No, I don't think so. Other than, all the typical, whatever, after Thanksgiving stuff.
Yep. Well, you guys left a little early after Thanksgiving. You guys were tired.
Yeah, so we had his side of the family to go to, so we had to go take a nap. So
No, I don't blame you.
In order to function, because then we were there pretty late that night, so it was a long day.
I think that's what's going to happen for us for Christmas. I think we're going to head over to Mom and Dad's in the morning, and then head over to the wife's parents in the afternoon. And they're like an hour and 45 minutes down the road. So that's hopefully the roads are nice for us.
Yeah, and you didn't bring your cream corn dish.
Thank you. This is my wonderful sister who likes to call me out every chance that she gets.
Yeah. Well, you said you were going to bring a delicious cream corn, cream cheese something side dish, and then you showed up without it. And I was like, oh, you showed up with coffee for Dad, I should say, which was nice.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean,
no corn.
That's the price of admission if you're unaware.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't show up with coffee, but I showed up with rolls. And that got me in the door. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still a little upset because you did get there before me and you took my parking spot. So I had to park out in the street.
Yep. That happens. Yep. We figured it out.
Whatever. Yeah, so anyway, happy late or after Thanksgiving to everybody, and happy early Christmas, I guess, because our next episode actually will release the day after Thanksgiving, or I'm sorry, the day after Christmas. Our episode, our last episode, released on Thanksgiving Day. And if anybody listened to that episode on Thanksgiving Day, thank you. But you should have been doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
family.
Then the next one after this will be the day after Christmas. So hopefully everybody gets that extra day off and they can listen then.
Yeah.
Cool.
But in the meantime, Dad, we went to the Joe Bonamassa concert here in good old Des Moines.
Yes, that was had a great time. How about you? What did you? You had a problem getting in the door.
Yeah. I sure did. So I don't know how much, Amanda, Dad has told you.
Not much. I don't think so. This will be interesting.
Yeah. So Dad and I we get to the concert pretty early. Matter of fact, I think there were 5 people kind of hanging out in the seating area that were there before us. So we were number 6 and number 7, I believe, in the door.
Wow.
So we got there pretty early, and we took a stand up against the glass doors that allow us to get into the venue. We're just kind of sitting there, and we're like kind of peeking through the window. I've got my phone. I'm zooming in so I can see prices on T-shirts and what have you.
It was almost like
that's one way to do it.
It was almost like Black Friday. I mean, we were both standing at the door there, and I was just ready to go through it. It was just I was ready to run people over.
Yeah, usually when we're out and about, and Dad's the dad, and I'm the son, and I'm the little kid, and this time it was the other way around. I felt like the old guy, and I was with my son because Dad was just all like, I'm gonna be number 1.
Geez.
I didn't know if like he thought Tay Tay was on the other side of the door or what. But,
I wouldn't go.
Hope not.
But about what was it? About an hour before the doors opened, they opened up the box office, the ticket office.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And Dad says, I got to go and see if I can get a printed ticket. Because like every venue, they give you your digital QR code you scan on your phone. Dad wanted a physical printed ticket. Do you still have that? I hope you do.
I do.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
There it is, right there. So he's got his ticket. So he gets up to the window, and I'm just kind of standing there. There's still nobody there, really. And, of course, the lady at the ticket desk starts asking questions. Well, I bought the tickets on their account using my wife's account, or on their website using my wife's account. So I had to go up and say, okay, here's my wife's name, here's our street address, here's all the information. And the lady's like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. Does it matter which one you print off, or does it matter? Do you want both? Do you want one? I'm like, no, just one ticket. I don't care which one it is.
Right.
So she printed off my seat, the seat that I was planning on taking, my seat number.
Yes, that was number,
50.
Should I say it?
Okay. Yeah, 50.
50. Yeah.
Yeah. So she printed off 50, which was my seat.
Uh-huh.
And then Dad gets back in line with me, and we're there. Like, I mean, the doors open, and
back up a little bit. You forgot where you sent me the digital ticket.
I did. I sent you your copy of your digital ticket. So I sent you the digital ticket number 51.
151. She had given me a ticket 50, but I had 51 as a digital ticket.
Right. So they go to open up the doors, and like I told Dad, I'm like, Dad, slow down. Let her open the dang door. Like he wanted in.
Is he knocking it down?
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I'm going to get my son that Nintendo.
I was holding my phone up saying, here, scan it so I can get in the door through the glass.
So
it was funny.
So he gets through the door, scans the digital, his digital number 51.
Right. And it works.
And he walks through, works, and then I go to scan.
Slow down.
All right. Do you want to tell the story?
No. But I got nailed by security. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, he gets in, and he's still got to go through the little security checkpoint. And I grab my phone, and I'm going, here's my digital ticket 50. She scans it. Oh, your ticket's already been scanned. Like, that's impossible. That's impossible. Scan it again. Nope, it's been scanned. So then I flip over thinking, okay, maybe, I don't know. So I flip over to number 51. She goes, nope, that ticket's already been scanned. You'll have to go back to the ticket office. I was number 2 in line.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I had to go past the crowd, down to the ticket office, and I told the lady, I'm like, hey, so, my father and I we were right at the door. He was the first one in. He scanned his ticket, no problem. And then I went to go scan mine. I was like number 2 in the door, and they said my ticket has already been scanned, and so they're trying to figure it out and everything. And they couldn't figure it out. They didn't tell me what happened or whatever, but they're like, this lady, she's like, I'll get you in, don't worry. And she walked me up back to the doors and told the gal with the scanner, he's good, let him in. And so then I get in. Meanwhile, while I'm getting my ticket, Dad's completely oblivious to the fact that I haven't gotten in yet.
Yes.
He just took off without you.
I don't know where he is.
How could you do that? You guys went there together, and you just were like, you just left him in the dust.
I thought he was in back of me, and then I got nailed by security, and they're like, what do you got in your pocket? And I'm like, so I pull out I got a bunch of keys on a key ring, on a carabiner, and on there's a big nail clipper. I mean, it's like, probably about 8 inches.
What are you doing with a nail clipper?
Well, when it's fully extended, it's about 8 inches.
In case you run into a Bigfoot, cut his toenails, or what? What's the point of that?
Yeah, I go around giving manicures. I mean, it's just my sideline. So I take it out and I put it on the desk there, and she looks at it and she says, anything else in your pockets? I said, nope, just that and my wallet. She says, get out of here. So I quickly run over to I'm over at the what do you call it?
The merch.
There's a little swag, the merch, the swag shop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He still has no idea I'm gone.
Right. Yeah, I have no idea. So I'm like, hey, I want to get a pullover, which I'm wearing right now. See here's the pullover.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm wearing the pullover, And then so I get to pull over, and I made a snide remark. Do you still accept cash? And she said, oh yeah, And this is the two things. And so I give her cash. I paid. I think it was $50 or something like that for the sweatshirt. It was reasonable. So really, you're paying for the artwork and stuff.
$50 for a sweatshirt at a concert really isn't that bad.
No.
No. So then, this lady that we were talking to, Tim and I were talking to this couple that was right across from us at the door. We're
right
just
behind
talking
us.
Right behind us, and we were talking about Ted Nugent, something about. He said something like, "Have you ever been to a Ted Nugent concert?" And I said no, and because we were talking about the loudness of the concert, and he says, when you go to a Ted Nugent concert, blood comes out of your eyeballs and your nose and your ears, and I'm like, okay, that's loud. So we're talking to them for a little while, and then now here we are. I just bought the shirt, and then somebody taps me on the shoulder, and the lady says to me that was online, says, your son's back at the door. He's having a hard time getting in. So I'm like, oh. So I go over to security thinking he got nailed for security or something. And I'm talking to her, and she knows nothing about this. Next thing you know, I see Tim coming around, and he goes over to the swag thing there, the merchandise table. And so I went over on the side and waited for him to get done. But it was quite interesting.
Yeah, for a split second, I was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna get in."
Yeah,
I'm like, I paid good money for these tickets.
Yeah, and there was nobody next to me sitting. There was one chair, so I might not have had anybody sitting next to me on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I did get in finally. Yeah. And what we ended up at the end of the day, we got back here because Dad came here, jumped in the car with me. I drove us downtown. I drove us back here. Dad's driving home, and I'm talking to the wife about this whole scenario, and I'm like, I bet you that when she printed out my ticket, that told the system not to accept my digital ticket.
Right. I think that's what
sense.
It is.
So, so he walked in with both tickets, and I was stuck outside.
Yeah.
But no, I kudos to the staff there at the event center. They were handling a lot of issues and concerns. Stuff, and they did such a very good job, like amazing job. Like I went in there, I explained what the situation was. They did their research. They stayed calm. They like the manager, whoever that was, she obviously saw something that said, "Don't worry, I'll get you in. We'll take care of you."
Right. Oh, and then talk about the time we went up to the concession stand there and for the water.
That
was funny.
We go up to get water, and I actually kind of experienced a little bit of deja vu because we're gonna grab a bottle of water, and Dad's like, I got the water, don't worry about it. And of course he starts
$4 a bottle.
Yeah, $4 a bottle, but I mean, come on. It was the primo water of the high seas of Mount Evian or whatever, right?
Yes.
Shipping and everything, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Dad, he's trying to get cash out, and the lady's like, sorry, we're a cashless bar. And I'm like, we went through this last year. That's correct. So I grabbed my card and I scanned it, and of course, in typical Dad fashion, he's just having fun, cracking jokes, and I'm playing along with it and everything like that. And even she was nice. She goes, "Oh, you guys are just so cute. Ha ha ha." And I'm like, well, I don't know if you had to say it like that, but thank you, and then we walked up, and last year I believe we had to stand in line and kind of wait before they would let us in.
Yeah.
But no, they just let us right in. We sat down, and I sent a picture to you, and if I remember when I'm editing this, I'll put the picture that I sent to you here, so you can see how close we were to the stage. Like, we walked in, as we were sitting down, we were like, I don't know how to get closer than this.
Yeah.
We were.
They look like
we were
really good seats.
row 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
It was the 5th row back, center stage.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I almost liked. So last year our seats were center stage. It was 50 and 51 last year. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And we were kind of like at eye level. So like our eyes were at Joe Bonamassa's eye level, which was still phenomenal seats.
Yeah, it was
but
good.
now we're down a little bit lower, but we can still see everything. I mean, clear as day. I mean, you could just see everything. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Do you feel like he made eye contact with you guys?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so,
I'm
for
pretty
sure.
sure that Joe, like during a quick little pause, he took off his glasses multiple times.
He did.
Really?
And we were like, yeah, Dad even said, you need to get a picture. He's taking his glasses off. And I'm like, I am not going to be that person in this audience that grabs my phone out and takes pictures. Because
People were doing
it. People were doing it. I couldn't tell if it was the same amount, less, or more because we were farther up. So who knows what was going on behind us. But last year, I don't remember all the woohoo and give this guy an Emmy and just the stupid banter cheering.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
I didn't get that.
I think we were in a different area. I mean, we were closer to the stage. We were like next to I think the fan club is like we were right in either inside or right at the end of the fan club there.
Yeah, no, these hooping and hollering. Bleh. I think it was coming from behind us, not in front of us.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, there was a bunch of things going on in front of us too.
Yeah,
I mean, the ladies with the sequin hats or whatever those things were.
I know. I don't know what that's all about. There were quite a few like disco ball kind of hats. Like
That's like some Tay-Tay stuff. They were at the wrong concert.
Yeah, it was like the hat you're wearing, like a trucker's type hat. And they had one lady had a cowboy hat that was all sequin.
Yeah, one lady had she just got done watching the Dallas Cowboys play, and now she's at the Joe B concert. There were different. I think there was like a fedora, but you know these just a few different hats, but they're just all bedazzled, all high hell, and personally, I think it's hideous. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess. But you know, one of the things that we were talking about during the whole experience was, you know, you had mentioned that you thought that Joe coming to the Des Moines area and booking the venue in our area might be kind of a last minute thing, like, oh, let's see what's available and what's open, and you know.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that maybe this time that didn't happen because Des Moines was on the tour shirt.
Yeah, it was.
So that had to have been pre-planned.
Yeah,
at least far enough in advance.
Yeah, because I think the concert before was Davenport.
I'd have to look.
Well, if I turn around, you could. If I turn around, you could. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. But anyway, and Des Moines was, which I thought was pretty cool. It was the last stop on this particular tour.
Right.
And he made some really good jokes about how you can't get anywhere from Des Moines. You have to go, you have to fly to Dallas and then California and just to get to New York.
Yep. Or even California, you got to fly to Dallas or Phoenix, or you have to do a layover somewhere. Yeah, Denver would be another one. Yeah. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm sorry, was he trying to poke fun at Des Moines, or what was he trying to do?
No, he was just saying that it's a shame. It's a shame that Des Moines doesn't have any direct flights out, or very little direct flights. Like the one singer was from Austria or
Australia.
She had 9 layovers.
Well, I mean, that one I kind of see because, I mean, you got that's a really long trip. So I get that. But yeah, I think they said actually the only direct flight was either the bassist or the drummer. One of them, like, they were going to California, and that was like the only person that had a direct flight. Everybody else had to fly all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it's true.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
you want to fly from Des Moines to Omaha, which is 2 hours by car. You have to go through Denver.
Yeah. I know.
You know.
It's crazy. It's I don't know why, but you know.
You can get a direct flight to Vegas from Des Moines. There's that.
Yeah.
Through Allegiant. Yep, you sure can. Yeah, Allegiant is one of the few airlines that have direct flights, but they fly to destination places, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
They're Florida.
I wonder what happened to JetBlue.
Well, they probably ran out of money. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they were a bus with wings. You would, like, if you had, I had to go from Des Moines all the way down to Texas, Fort Worth, and they stopped. I swear, they would go up, get 10,000 feet. The captain would say, we're at cruising altitude. 2 minutes later, he'd say, prepare for landing. And we made like 4 stops on the way down to Dallas. And
that's dumb.
Yeah, if you were continuing on to Dallas, they told you to stay on the plane and just pick your feet up so they can vacuum underneath your feet.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like, wow, this is quite unusual. So,
yeah. So I mean, all in all, I think it was a good concert. I
did.
I think I preferred last year's concert over this year. You don't think so?
I like this one.
I just felt like one of the things that I really liked is and he did it this time too, is when he kind of goes off to one side of the stage or the other, and he just kind of plays that very, very soft pin drop guitar lick, and the entire place is dead quiet, just listening. And I felt like that was so much better last year than it was this year.
That might have been, but I'm just talking about the overall thing because, I mean, last year I don't ever remember. Joe was selling the 335 Epiphone, and he didn't even. I don't think he even played it. I think there were some comments on.
I don't think he did either. I think you might have mentioned that, or might have talked about that.
Yeah, and then this year his new what he called the Copper Les Paul. It's a 55 Les Paul made by Epiphone. Supposed to be original specs, except the neck is supposed to be slightly thinner, I believe. Don't hold me to that. And he said that, I mean, he played that on the first song, but only the first song. So
right. You know, speaking of that guitar, like, yes, you should. If you're promoting it, you're selling it, you probably should play it. And there was quite a few there. I think I saw 5 at least.
There was a guy that bought one in front of me. You know, he was actually in front of you.
Yeah, he was in front of me. I mean, but they were asking, so it was the Copper Les Paul with the Joe Bonamassa signature inlay and signed on the body by Joe. And they wanted $1,500 for that guitar.
Right.
So, I mean, cool, but I almost want to say, like, why don't you just buy that exact same guitar for $1,000? It ships to your house, and you get the free meet and greet. Bring the guitar and ask him to sign it. He'll do it for free.
Yeah.
That's what I did. That, and I'm like, man, I love the music. Don't get me wrong, but like, is the signature really worth $500? If I got to witness him signing it, and I got a picture of him signing it with me, maybe it's worth $500.
Yeah, I mean, documentation. It's always key to these things, especially if you have a picture of him signing it with you standing next to it. It's even better.
Right. So. I think, I mean, because you can't tell me that, I bought it at the Joe Bonamassa concert and it's signed, that's worth $500.
Evidently, he thinks so.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess what I'm saying is, for me, to spend the extra $500 for an autograph, he should have been there, like, because they have somebody there that's specifically handling that sale.
That's correct.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
so how do they do that? Like, hey, stick around after the concert. Come back here with this ticket that I'm going to give you. We're going to bring you in back. You're going to get 5 minutes. Joe's going to sign your guitar and
No.
then take a picture. That would have been the way to do it.
See, I talked to the lady, and she told me that it's a future meet and greet.
No, I get that.
Right.
I get that, but they could easily just, I mean, how many, hey, we've got six guitars for sale after the show. If you buy it after the show, you come back here, we're going to take you to this room and you get 5 minutes. He's going to sign your guitar. You can tell him great performance. You're out, right? So that's 30 minutes extra of his time and he's done. And he doesn't have to worry about the meet and greet next year, anything like that. That to me, an extra 30 minutes to sell 6 guitars and just be done with it. He makes the money. What's it? 500 times 6, $300? No, 3,000.
Yeah.
Does that math right? Don't check me.
Yeah, 500. That's
500 times 6, $3,000. So for $3,000 profit. For 35 minutes of his time after the show.
Yeah.
That's the way I would do it. Just get it done.
Yeah, and be done with it.
Yeah. You know, if you want to up it to 10 guitars, fine. I mean, that's 50 minutes. That's an hour of your time, and you just made $12,000 or $6,000.
Right.
Or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that I think that if that would have been the case where it's like, hey, yeah, you know what? If you buy this right now, after the show, come back with this ticket. We're going to bring you in. You're going to get 5 minutes to say, hey, great show, shake his hand, get his signature, get a picture. You're done. Worth $500. So let's do it.
Yep.
But an extra $500 for a signature on the guitar now, and then I'm going to have to wait until next year and hope that next year he's coming back to Des Moines.
Yeah, that would be the other thing.
You know, like that's an investment that I'm not going to make.
Right.
So anyway, to change the subject just a little bit, during the concert, there was almost all of his songs I was unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
And it was very bluesy rock. It wasn't the same music that we heard last year. I think he did play one Christmas song.
He did.
Oh, nice.
So the next day I jump onto my primary streaming music service, and I was like, oh, interesting. There hasn't been a new album out. Where's this music that he's playing during the concert? Then I jump over to my secondary streaming music platform, and the new album is on there. So he has had a new album, but because I don't go to my secondary very often, I didn't even know. So I don't know if either of you have ran into that before.
I have not.
I'm starting to run into this a little bit more. And it's almost kind of like, how you used to have record label companies and, whatever.
Yeah.
But now I feel like the streaming music industry is almost like the TV streaming industry, where it's like, hey, we're going to get an exclusive deal with these individuals, these bands, musicians, and we're going to make it so that they have to put their new music on our platform for X amount of time before they can put it anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Yep. I just don't like how they broke that all up like that. So it just.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like the TV. They broke up all the shows, and now you got some, like you used to subscribe to a streaming service and have everything, basically everything.
Now you have to have multiple.
Yeah, now you have to have multiple, so they're like nickel and diming you to death.
Well, and it used to be, I listened to a few new and upcoming artists, and when they were new and they did not have a record label, or they didn't have to answer to anybody, they would be on every single platform, anywhere and everywhere that they can drop their new music, they would.
Yeah.
Now they've become big enough. They've signed with somebody. There's some guaranteed money or something going on, and now it's very, very spotty on where the music comes out, and I don't like that. And I'll tell you, I have mentioned my primary streaming music service before, and I'll say it again just because I don't care. But I subscribe to Tidal.
Mm-hmm.
Tidal, and I have a family plan, and I share it with Dad, and I offered to share it with Amanda so that you would be my family, because we are family. So there's nothing fishy about that. Amanda said no. I'm too good for Tidal.
Yeah. No, because then I run into the same problem as you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, here's my thing though, is when I first, what drew me to Tidal was that it connected to my my Pioneer DJ not karaoke, but my DJ box. So I can play music and stream music from Tidal. I couldn't do that with the Apple Music. Couldn't do it. Well, now, much years later, you can still do that. You can still utilize Tidal to stream music for like live DJing and stuff like that, but you can only do it in a single individual paid plan. You cannot do it with a family plan. All right, I don't care. That's fine. But what I like about Tidal is that I listen to music. I listen to the music that I like to listen to. I stream it all day at work. I listen to it at home. And guess what happens at the end of the year? And all the music streamers do this. They create a station for you. They somehow create this station that you can just play and be like, hey, like you've been studying my listening habits all year. Mm-hmm. What do you got for me? Tidal not only plays music that I've listened to throughout the year, but they introduce new music that's within the genres. And not every single one I like. I do skip every once in a while, but it's you can tell that it's catered around me and what I'm listening to.
Right.
I go to Apple and I listen to Apple, and at the end of the year they do the same thing. They're like, we've got a station for you and what you're going to like. And I listened to the first 5 songs, and all 5 of those songs were songs that I would never, ever listen to. If they ever popped up on the radio, I would hit next. If they ever popped up in my streaming, I'd hit next. Mm-hmm. There's a certain genre that it's really hard for me to call music. I just don't listen to it. I don't like it. So
I think I know what that is, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Take it.
So anyway, that's why I like Tidal. And if I have to choose between one or the other, I'm going to go Tidal all day long, because they actually seem to care about what I listen to. Whereas if I have had Apple for years, they have never once. I feel like all they're doing is pushing. They're pushing their what do they want to? Somebody is paying to push listens, and so Apple is just pushing it to your screen, forcing as many listens as possible.
Yep, it's all about the money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, those are my opinions. There's my music rant.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yep.
Anybody have anything that they want for Christmas this year? Because I'm kind of looking, and I'm having trouble finding gifts for certain members of my family that are into music and podcasting. And
Gibson would be nice. A brand new Gibson Les Paul would be nice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate the first 18, well, actually probably more like 26 years. You guys have helped me grow up, but I don't have that kind of money. Yeah.
It's just like a new car loan.
Right. Yeah, I've got three vehicle loans. The last thing I need is a guitar loan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing, is I would love to have some of those vintage, some of those really nice, expensive guitars. But the reality is if I spend that kind of money, I will never play it. It will sit in a case, probably bubble wrapped.
Right.
And then I'm going to have to buy a fireproof safe to keep it protected. And then I'm going to have to get a security system just for the safe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a waste of money.
Yeah.
Yep. Then put a sprinkler system in.
Right. you need a sprinkler. I've said before, I really dig Samick. I like the old vintage Samick stuff because they don't make it anymore. What's out there is what's out there. So I'm always looking for that, and they're very affordable guitars, and they sound great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to tell you if you want to get me something for Christmas. If it's
coal.
Huh?
Coal.
Coal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think the EPA might come after you for that now. Who knows?
It would not surprise me. You just want pistachios every year.
Yeah.
What's wrong with pistachios?
There's nothing.
Pistachios and cashews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't think I put cashews on my Christmas
No,
list this year.
you just did pistachios.
Just pistachios. I like them better, but that's okay. It's just my personal preference. But yeah, let me see. A Gibson SG. Gibson SG would be nice.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you want, Amanda?
335 would be nice.
Let's come back down to earth.
Let's all come back down on the ground. I don't know. I've got some vinyl, I think, on my list.
I'm just going to tell you, I'm sorry. I didn't think about it till after, but at the Joe B concert, they were selling CDs and they were selling vinyl records. And it was after I've already gotten my swag. I got a t-shirt. I got a hoodie. I got this hat. I got some guitar picks. I walk away. And I'm like, oh, I should have gotten Amanda an album, an LP.
Yeah, what the heck?
I know. I didn't do that. So I'm sorry. That's not going to.
Did he have his Christmas album? No, I'm not. But
I don't think so.
I'm really not. But
I didn't. They had
like a Christmas album.
But you're a fan of vinyl.
Yeah.
You know, so even if it's not necessarily like what you would listen to, the fact that it's on vinyl, I think you would probably still listen to it.
Yeah, sure. Why
Do you have my Michael Jackson Thriller album?
No, I don't.
That still must be at Mom and Dad's?
What?
I don't know. Mom and Dad have like everything. They never get rid of anything, so I wouldn't be surprised.
That's where I got it from.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they do have it.
I have no idea.
You'll have to check, see if they still have it.
Yeah.
You mean
Still
vinyl?
have it.
I know we do
vinyl.
We do have vinyl somewhere.
I bet you have it because I never took it.
Did I throw up on that one?
No, that was my Monkeys cassettes.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're telling me you could have just said, "Hey, I really don't like the Monkeys." Instead, you throw up on them.
I know.
My defense, I shouldn't have had them on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. There were some Legos in there too. I know we've mentioned this before, but it was definitely yeah. But
all right. Well, I guess you all should probably think about what you want for Christmas this year, because all of our lists are very, very small, including mine.
I was going to ask about that.
I gotta throw some things on there. Actually, this is so silly. This is how it goes. I've got these. These are cassettes for my little label maker printer. I need some of these, so you might see these on my Christmas list here pretty soon.
Okay.
All
right.
So I might throw some hard drives on there. I don't know. I nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm. I think it's harder as you get older. You're just like meh,
Yeah. I did put on some Joe B tablature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, I did that. And there's more than one, so feel free to go crazy.
Okay, noted. And then you have a Joe B clock out there.
I did, and if you didn't pick up, it was 35% off for Cyber Monday. So if you missed that, I was like, I should have.
You wanted Joe B stuff? I thought you wanted Esteban.
What?
Nobody wants Esteban stuff.
I'm just giving you crap.
Where are you gonna put said clock? In there, in that room?
I probably will try to put it in here, and providing, because it's a neon light clock, providing that doesn't mess with the camera or anything like that, then yeah, I'll put it in here. But I also may move my office. On the other side of this wall is another room, exact same size. I might be moving my office over there so that I can repaint this room.
Oh. Didn't you just paint it?
A couple years ago.
Oh. What color are you going to paint it now? Like Joe B. Blue?
No,
red.
I don't know. No.
Dark red.
Nothing. So the whole thing is that we painted this room to be and nobody cares about this. It's a guitar podcast. But we painted this room to be the guest bedroom, and we didn't paint the other room. Well, we decided we wanted to paint the other room, so I just moved my office over here. And when we got done with that, I'm like, I don't want to move stuff again. So I just, here's where I am.
You know what we need? We need something to come up when somebody goes off topic. We need something to come up on the screen and flash red, off topic, warning, off topic.
We need like what's that workout place that has the lunk alarm, like wah, wah. Whoa, we got to get back on topic. All right, let's get out of here then, since we've already talked about everything that we had today. Lucky for all of our listeners and viewers, or unlucky, no music news or history this episode, just good old family banter. So yeah. Like I said, next episode's going to be the day after Christmas, so hope everybody has a good holidays leading up to and through that.
Yeah.
And Amanda, why don't you get us out of here?
Hold safe and happy holidays.
Yeah.
New Year,
And
Christmas. Whatever it is you celebrate.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
You don't know anymore. All right. Hey, kids, we hope you had an amazing Turkey Day, and we hope you have an amazing Christmas. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. If you want to give us a shout, feel free to contact us on Instagram at Pandemic Guitar, on Facebook, and also on YouTube. You may also email us at pandemicguitar@icloud.com. While you're at it, you should probably visit our merch shop at swag.pandemicguitarpodcast.com. Until next time, keep on playing, or don't, we won't tell.
Hold on. Say that one more time for John.
Oh, yes. Until next time, keep on playing, or don't. We won't tell. But to be fair, practicing, because I think John was putting keep on practicing or don't. That also works. So
it does
whatever.
Work. I didn't get a chance to talk to him about it, to be like, hey, I was just like, whatever. I don't care.
It's fine. We'll take it off of his pay. It's fine.
All right. See everybody in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, the recording is stopping.